Come, get there! Come in, talk, not finished yet. We can have that free talk every day here. Come, you cousins. Okay, let's continue. First feedback is you do not host the community talk at night.
Okay. I've already.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's working. It's working. No, no, it's still working.
Let's continue.
Yeah, so I've already mentioned it to people for leaving, but here is the, if you have to leave, here is the feedback form. We would like to continue this kind of talks.
Did you take
Yes.
Okay.
I have it.
Thank you. Here's the feedback form, and we would like to continue this kind of talks, and to like in the next events, we would like to talk, like narrow down the topic and focus on the things that we want to talk about. So it's a little bit of input for next events. So kindly like fill out the feedback form so that we can know like what to focus on next time. If you have to leave, you can take this. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. On the spirit of continuing this conversation, have you thought about this? 150? Yeah.
I was just telling,
Sorry, I have to leave.
Yes.
Oh,
Thank you for.
Thanks so much for coming.
Friday.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, again.
so I was just saying, like, there's this Star Trek episode, yeah? You know Star Trek?
Yes.
The Next Generation. I always wish that boy, this guy commits a crime. And it's murder. And so he gets sentenced. He's one of the Star Trek crew. And he gets sentenced to 50 years in prison. But they have the technology, they're not so brutal that they make somebody live their life 50 years in prison. They let him live 50 years in 5 minutes.
Right. Simulation kind of thing, right?
So then my answer is, okay, you live for 150 years. You live for 1 minute and you experience 150 years. In which case longevity is continuity of consciousness.
Right, that's an interesting take. Yeah.
I think I'm going to do things slower. Appreciate everything more. In your health as well. Like I think it's always, because everyone's rushing and career for this, for that, and it says, would you start your career? But if you had that extra time, you'd probably be able to do everything, look after your body better, and do it in a better balance.
Of course, if you're healthy, like your body is in good health, and you can live very long, then you don't have to rush to like earn money or success or things like that. You just appreciate
life. And I do think there is a natural cycle of life, and I do think that there should be, to be honest. To like, just all the other beings, the other creatures of the world, in a sense. Like, why should we be ones living? And I think historically we, unfortunately, because we wanted to live long or take over things, we kind of killed a lot of parts of the world by doing so. And I don't think we have the right to kill everything else potentially if we're using the technology to like pull from nature. Or like if we're living forever and we're constantly populating, where are we going?
Yeah.
Where are we going to go?
Yeah, definitely. Because when we talk about like longevity, we definitely have to talk about economics resources sharing, like, how like we're already like using a lot of the arts resources, like
And
and
damaging a lot of the earth at the same time
yeah.
of pulling from the resources to
Yeah.
feed and overfeed and damaging it. It's like, do we deserve to be the beings that live longer in that sense if we don't already look after the rest of the living world?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
So what about the number 7? Like, do you like, what do you think about death?
I think it's a necessary part of life.
Yeah. Yeah. I also like, I saw someone wrote about it in a way that you need death to appreciate the life that you have. Like, if you don't die and you're just like eternally living, you're not gonna appreciate anyone or anything, because they like, you take everything for granted. Like, they don't they don't matter as much. But you said you have an imagination of 150 mind and body question. Do you have anything? What would you do?
I'm confused. So
Like, if you can live like this body until like 150.
yeah, right now I feel confused because the interesting thing is right now I feel what my purpose, what I come to this world. So my purpose just to keep my body health as much as longer I can live healthy, I can move, I don't need anyone care about me, I can take care of myself. Was that purpose? I don't know. So I'm confused. What is true? Yeah.
It's a bit like, I think you can relate it to you struggling for money your whole life, and then suddenly you've got unlimited money, or suddenly you're really rich. Your meaning for life completely changes to, it becomes much bigger. Like, it needs to be not just for me. Because
Yeah.
I'm fine, and now, what about everyone else? Yeah?
Yeah,
And
time to give.
I see everyone else around me suffering or whatever, it's one of these things that sort of changes your point of view naturally. And I think in death in a way does the same thing. Once you, like martial artists, right? Sean Carter's gone, but he's a martial artist as well. You literally, injury, damage, you go, okay, I take it. I know it can happen, and I'm still going to go. So you get a very free mind. Yeah, you already accept it. Yeah, and that's a very spiritual thing, of course.
I think also, like when you said, like meaning, but I think as well, probably for everyone, that when you're unwell, I was unwell for like 3 weeks, and all I kept thinking was, health is wealth, health is wealth. Like, I couldn't do anything, right? And then the fact that then it affects your mind, and the fact that you've got people around the world that they have no choice, this is a permanent way that their life is that living? Is that an existence? Like, is that fair? Like, should people choose? Like, I think people should, if people were living death, I also think people should be able to choose if and when they die, if they want to die. Like, that's another whole other topic in itself. That is it, can you call it a life? If you're just, like you said, if your body goes and then you see elderly people and they're just pumped up with drugs and they're just there. Like, are they living? Are they connecting? Is that life? I don't know. It's sad.
I guess like it depends on the value that you like, like the values. I guess like if you're like if you care about other people, right? Like you care about giving back or doing something for other people.
But don't you think there should be like an independent choice, like your own choice on your own life, if you had a choice, right? Rather than something that
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, decide.
You're on thin ice there because you have to realize that some people kill themselves, commit suicide, and they said, yeah, it's my right. I feel terrible about this world. I don't feel I have any future. I'm going to kill myself. And then you're saying, like that. That's why I feel like I realize your point. I know you're not.
I'm saying it's more
I know you're
about
not saying.
elderly and when you're really sick and there's nothing and you can't move and you can't live. Like, and if you wanted to,
I know what you're saying. I'm just saying there's thin ice there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I do get it. But
Yeah.
if somebody wants to die, then are they mentally healthy? And that's the interesting question that people have to work around. Yeah.
Me and my friends will talk about cyanide a lot. And we talk about cyanide a lot in the way that we should have one each. Like we should have it in our hand. Because living is hard. Dying is easy.
Dying is easy.
Yeah. So, but
You see,
when we
that's what
decide to.
I don't really agree. I think if you haven't lived well, I think that's where the problems start.
Yeah.
Dying is where the problems going to start because all the shit you haven't dealt with is going to be right in your face. Yeah. So, and that's where I go to. Well, having a and that's why, as I say, like I feel educating people about energy, so they have a consciousness about death isn't the end. Yeah. Not as far as I look at nature. I don't see anything dying permanently. I see it going into the system and being recycled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So death isn't the end anyway. It's not an easy option.
Yeah. I do agree with that. I do think everything. I do agree to the point where everything's energy and like the cycle of life and like I kind of really like the thought of reincarnation of like going back to the world, whether it's human, whether it's tree, something.
It's a whole ego.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. Yeah.
And
Yeah, I agree with
I'm
that.
not a believer or not believer in reincarnation. I just think it's impossible to such a.
Yeah.
There is a scientist, he's a doctor, has a book, it's called Past Life. Yes,
Brian Weiss.
Yeah, I forgot
Many
the name.
Lives, Many Masters. Excellent book about. But
He's a-
it isn't proof of reincarnation. It's proof that people can remember past lives. It doesn't prove that it's their lives, and that's the interesting part. Like
He's also-
psychically, I can go to another country. Psychically, I can go inside somebody else.
Are we talking about the same person? I'm talking about the doctor and the
Dr. Brian Weiss has written a number of books, but it might not be the same person. But I'm just saying,
he's a
like,
hypnotist. Are you talking about the hypnotist?
he does hypnosis.
We're not talking about the same person.
Might not be,
I don't think so.
but yeah, the whole reincarnation. It's a lovely concept, and I think it might be for some people an option and not for everyone. We just don't. There's so many questions.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. My parents believe that I'm the reincarnation of my grandfather. My grandma got had a dream. He was going around and catching my mom and my mom's sister and my grandma. They were running around because he was trying to catch them and beat them. And my mom got caught and he was beating her. And then when I was born, I had this mark where he was supposed to he had a mole in that place, in the same place.
Yeah.
But I had a mark. I have a mark there. And they were all my grandfather's name is Uyinda. So everyone, even from the other cities, they came and just grandpa.
It's possible. I just say it's possible that you are, and then all of us aren't.
I
Like,
don't
you
trust
know what I
that.
mean? I just don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah. No, it's a tricky concept to prove as well, right?
Which is why, to a certain extent, it's just academic. It doesn't even matter that much. because it is what it is. Yeah. So try to live a good life. You know, try to understand energy. Good. Try to live happy. Be kind to other people. You know, the golden rule. Sorry, I was going off. I think we're going off topic.
It doesn't matter. I mean, this is like a brain teaser. Like it's something to just give you fan thought.
I think to live into 150, what changed it? What changed it? Like I extend 60 years, 70 years, but compared to hundreds of years ago, like 500 years ago, people are only surviving to 40, right, 50. But they are also wisely, right? The people can facing the struggle, still can facing struggle, and living present or not living present. I mean, we cannot living beyond our mind or plan for future 50 years. Like even now, can I plan for my future 20 years? I don't know. I think it depends on people. Like, we don't have a way to planning for that. Like now, do we have a plan? We live in present.
Yeah. I'm not trying to make everyone feel weird, but when I was born, people didn't have computers. There was no internet. So many things. Mobile phones, obviously. 2008, really, mobile phones really appeared with the iPhone. So many things have happened in my lifetime. We go like, you're thinking of another 100 years on your life, or 120 years on your life. Thing. You couldn't even plan. You can plan. But John Lennon, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. Yeah, that's what John Lennon said.
It's true. Like you probably have had the most experience. Like you have experienced evolution, right? Before there was agricultural evolution, where people started planting and having
Massive
living.
production.
That's industrial revolution, right? Before that, there was an agricultural revolution where the hunter-gatherers used to just go around and hunt and gather, but they started growing their own crops, and then it changed the whole thing. And now it's our technological revolution where everything is technology. People are focusing on being convenient, comfortable. They try to live and also I was talking to a Thai girl yesterday, and she was like, yeah, if you do tech startup here, that would be the best thing because Thai people love being comfortable and convenient in their lives. But it's true that everyone is just trying to be convenient and comfortable, and and technology enables that so much. And so maybe in the I'm just saying we can't plan because there could be flying cars. we're never gonna know.
It's already happening.
Yeah.
They also have wings that you can fly.
Do you think it's most it's one of the dystopian ways of looking at the world, right? Because yes, you can say that technology and the internet and everything has made people be lazy and yeah, but also isn't that choice? Because also the internet has now around the world given the most amount of free education. Yes, you've got to filter it down for people to be able to know what's going on with themselves, in different parts of the world where they didn't have access to this education. There is free education out there, there's systems of free education, so there's more opportunity for people to change their life than there has ever been as well. Before generationally, you would probably be this is where my family is, this is what I do, this is where I go. But now you see where you can go, you see the world, you see what you can learn. So then there's more opportunity to create your own path.
Yeah, but to be also part of that convenient life, you also have to work harder to be
knows about this normal guy, knows about that system, and you know, like you take what you can in life, can't you? I think that's still around. Like you've got Netflix, and you've got people that are giving out fire sticks that are free, like £5 a month, not like £20 a month. There's people that are there hacking the system, like they use that.
Definitely.
Like, and I don't think that that's wrong. I think you know, it's trying to create more equal opportunity. So I don't think there is. It's just one of the ways of looking at life, isn't it?
So the deeper question for me is, does all this so-called progress coming with technology make us happier? So if we think back to when I was a kid, we didn't have a whole lot of this technology.
Yeah.
And I mean, where I'm at now in my life is I have kind of like this romantic view of like just going back to a simpler life,
Yeah.
a simpler way of being.
Yeah.
And I have this hypothesis that it's a much happier and fulfilling life. So this is
Yeah,
the
right.
question I have is like, can we have our cake and eat it too? Can we have enough of these modern conveniences with modern medicine that allows us to live longer? And can we have some of the struggle that we had as hunters and gatherers, for example, that actually made us stronger and healthier? So I'm wondering, is there a sort of balance where we live happier and healthier? Because I think where we're at now is like, and it's my parents' generation where they just went for like ultimate independence. The kids out, now they live by themselves. I mean, they're happy in their retirement community, or seem to be, but we see it more and more like this isolation. And I think that's one of the reasons why I'm here. I don't know about you guys, is to find, and that's one thing, the questions we had earlier was like, what did I give up on this journey to health and wellness? Well, part of it was a bit of a social life. I stopped going out and drinking. My friends changed, my whole life changed when I went down a path of health and wellness. Right? And I have to be honest, like I gave up on some things.
Because that's also like kind of a big, the social life. I mean, like the kind of a big thing, at least for like young people. Or would you say like
Yeah.
because you have a big social life and you have so many things to do and so many people to talk to and to drink and to just go out.
Like, what do you mean? As in, like, young people have more opportunities to connect?
No, I mean like at least for the people around me, right? Like we have so many activities to do. Like we would drink because we want to see people. We would like if that is having like so much fun, we will go to club and like things like that. But if I'm practicing like sleeping at 10 and like not eating dinner after 6, that's just like a lot of dinner dates that I'm missing out like with my friends.
Yeah.
Like I tried one time that I was like, no, I'm doing IF, I can't eat. And they want to eat, they want to go to a dinner place, and yeah, I mean I'll come, I'm not gonna eat, and then I go there, but it's so weird. There's so much food around me. They're having drinks and stuff, and I'm just like, so it's harder for younger people to be in that like, if they were to follow those like activity practices and stuff, like the sacrifices, the social life that we have.
It's interesting. I think it's more about like the focal point of your life. So literally, the focal point is about socializing, meeting people. That was the important thing to do. So socialize, meet people, and then it goes like for me it was energy. Like I want to understand this.
Yeah.
I need to meet two totally different people. Like that,
Yeah.
I don't even understand. Yeah. So we shift our environment to fit. I mean, like you
But they say
can't
that about
talk
people
about
around.
hacking down the pub really.
Right.
It doesn't really go. So it's not sacrifice. It's like literally like this is more important to me. This gives me meaning, and everything just sorts itself out.
Yeah, great.
But the easiest way to do that is what a lot of nomads do, is just to change your environment.
Yeah, that's
completely.
exactly it. Like
Right, and
with your friends, like you end up, because I had that. I was in London. Like London's like drinking, like English, being English, and the culture in general is drinking, late nights, working till burn out, and then like getting over it by going out and drinking till late, and then using coffee to like get you through the next day. You're all hungover, and like maybe having the dog at lunch. Like that is that, right? That is the culture in England. But then you do.
Oh my God, I'm surprised you're still alive.
Yeah. But then it's your environment and the people that you choose. Like I've got my friends out tonight, and they will come back, but then you have got to risk and put yourself in that uncomfort zone of being like, yes, I want to connect. Yes, like I would love to be with them. Yes, I want to build more connection with them. But actually, this is more important to me. This is where I want. This is like you said about finding people that are talking about things that you care about and that your energy is connected with. Because then that's the only way you're going to then be able to do what you want to do. Then you'll find people that are like, yeah, there's no way I'm eating at 8 o'clock. Like I've got my friends, I've got fitness friends that are like, there's no way. And I said it to these guys. I was like, I'm not eating at 8:30. Like, can we meet at 5:30, 6? And they were like, yeah, sure. It's about changing. And I was going to say about you saying about your childhood and if it's different now. I think it's quite like when you said about the industrial and like now in technology. I think it's one of those like technology, like you said, has grown ridiculously. Like even from myself, I didn't get a mobile phone until I was like late schools, and now it's like if you don't have computers or anything at school, if you don't have an app of like being able to use technology at school, like they don't learn basically.
Yeah.
If you don't have access to a laptop, they're not learning. That's how they connect. I think it's a bit hard because I think obviously all this technology came and it seemed so great, but everyone just used it and no one knew about the consequences. And I do think now parents and stuff are now learning about the consequences. So instead of shoving the kids in front of the screens, and like there are kids, because it's an area that I find really fascinating. There's kids turning up to like our age, that like 4 or 5 when they start school, right? They couldn't speak. Like they cannot speak because they were so put in front of tablets, TVs, stuff like that. They weren't practicing with their kids, and like also social, like playing with kids. They were weird, isolated because of the tablets that they were given. Like just play this game, like look at this TV, like do this, do that, like keep away from the outside. Don't climb that tree; it's too dangerous. Don't go over there. Like, and now they're literally stunted in social skills, but obviously now people are learning, so now people are like, right, they don't give their kids, if the people want to learn, like that's the thing about education, right? If you want the technology to connect to the internet, to see a problem, to decide the route you want to go down, to relive your own childhood connection, that's a choice, right?
I think there's in my mind, there's a flawed premise there in terms of, and I fell into this trap. I was a Peace Corps volunteer, so as part of the U.S. government, we have this government program, where we can go to other countries and do development work. And this is another part of the flawed premise is like we're doing development work. Well, what the fuck are we developing? What are we doing in these countries? And so I thought, like, I was teaching computer skills because I had a computer background, so I had this love-hate relationship with technology. But I went there, and I taught my little village of 1,000 people. I started teaching computers, and then I expanded. I went to La Paz, the capital, and I was teaching people there as well. That was after the Peace Corps. But anyway, I thought like I was doing all this good in the name of progress. Education? Is it education, or is it dogma? Are we programming the people, or are we freeing them? So I think, and a lot of this gets into the realm of conspiracy theory. So part of it is the system that we constructed that we're in, and we all just think we need to do these things. We need to have careers, jobs, we need education. But what does that get us? So that's where before I asked the question, like, are we leading better, quality, happier lives? With all
The future will judge us. That's all.
And I would argue no. I mean, we're going down a path of quality of life is going down as development, progress, technology goes up.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking, you go back like a number of years, people thought that it was totally okay to take black people from Africa and enslave them because they were subhuman, yeah, and take them to work in America on, on plantations. And we thought, yeah, that's fine, that's reasonable, yeah. And only a few people said, no, that's not good. We're talking about like the whole behavior, which a whole group of people said, totally fine. Just do that. Yeah, that makes total sense. And then later, and obviously, we have the same for women. We treat women like shit.
When you talk about longevity as well, like all the medicines that they just pop you and they give you, right? A lot of them are based on just studies of men. So a lot of like my friends and stuff, and even myself, I'm so unwell on most of the things if I've ever prescribed anything because it's not based on my body, sort of thing.
Because women are complicated, they have cycles which
yeah, so like, they just
Which must have been research.
There was a problem with psychology. Psychology was the psychology of young American male students, white male students, because they're the ones that did the experiments in the beginning. So it's an interesting thing you brought up, because it's essentially like we're going to decide on like longevity, and we're going to be wrong in some places.
Yeah.
And people will go, those evil people, they thought that. You've got to suck it up. That's going to be the case. You're doing your best. Yeah? That's all.
So is longevity, is this race?
We never really made a choice. we are the result of all the choices that have been made in the history.
That nothing to do with us,
And there's that point of freedom inside, where we sit and we sit in our wisdom and say, does this feel good?
Yeah, I like that.
And that's what I'm interested in. That's me. So come and talk to me about that, because that's the energy. And I think, yes, you connect with it. Some people connected with it really well through breath, and some people through meditation. And, I just think there's lots of different ways of getting there. And even biohacking, you can take substances which are going to help you find that. And personally, I'm interested in building that, because whatever life you have, if it's living from that point, the more you're living from that point, the better quality of life you're going to have. And I think you'll make good health choices. Yeah. But I can only say this for 61 years. I don't know about the future.
Nobody, with AI, nobody does.
Yeah.
Let's ask ChatGPT.
But again, this is out of topic, but I always say to people, ChatGPT can't be psychic, AI cannot be psychic. We are coming to a psychic wave. Yeah? Because there's no way that it's able to project its mind to another place and have different experiences, or project into somebody and see what's going on inside somebody, or project into the future and see, this is something I studied academically as well, so people have looked into the future and predicted things, that we're experiencing now, but they did this a few years ago. We know that they got it right. Yeah? So that's where I see our future is much more psychic. So 150 years we're going to be much more psychic.
Do you know the telepathy tapes?
Yes.
You've heard about that?
Yeah, wonderful.
That was mind blowing. I mean, I didn't actually watch it. I got a synopsis of it.
Yes.
But that's
So the premise is that people that are autistic are not communicating, and some psychiatrists and psychologists or psychiatrists started to, and the parents were saying, my child is psychic, and if I put a number, and I've studied psychic functioning, the hardest thing to do is to read numbers over a distance. And the parents would put a number on a calculator and say, what number I put down, and the kid would tap it out on an iPad, because it can't speak, but it can type the numbers, and taps exactly the number. And they're doing it in another room, and it's an incredible incredible
Yeah, and
podcast.
it goes further because
It goes much further.
they know what you're thinking, they know what you're feeling,
What
they
is
know
this?
what's happening with all the other autistic people in the world all at the same time. It's crazy.
So,
But it only works when they're like in a good state of like mind, right?
yeah,
I don't know. Anyway, it's I mean the whole point is like there's so much we don't know.
we've been fed bullshit that because if you believe that there's no such thing as psychic functioning and telepathy, you keep people dumb and they don't realize the power that you could know things about the future, you could know things, like enormous amount of things, and information is power. Like I don't think I have to explain that. Well, if you have people who anybody can know information, you have a big power problem. Yeah. So yeah, there's been a lot of disinformation, but the U.S. military has used these people for years. I've interviewed them, quite a few of them, on my podcast.
The
U.S. military? What?
U.S. military, ex-military servicemen who are employed by the military to do psychic spying.
yeah, the U.S. government has done some crazy shit.
Well, it's not. Well, I wouldn't say it's crazy. I'd say like they want you to think it's crazy because as long as you're thinking it's crazy, you're not doing it, and you'll be ridiculed. They use it.
Yeah.
They use it because they know it works enough of the time. If it costs $50 million to put a satellite into space, but you can have 10 psychics working for you for 10 years, it's much cheaper to have 10 psychics, and the quality of information you get is probably better.
Yeah, smart, huh?
Yeah. So that's been my fascination for years. I trained remotely with one of the military psychics.
Really?
Yeah, it's fascinating. It's not something I'd want to do, but like the whole area of psychic functioning, you know, 超自然功能 in Chinese.
What's that?
超自然功能. So the
超什么？超自然功能。
yeah. So supernatural powers was something that's very common in QiGong or the spiritual area. So 150 hours, we'll all be psychic and we won't give a shit.
Will it be too
We
overcome?
won't give a shit about life. It's like, yeah, life has no end.
Or if you don't like what you see?
Yeah, you can't get out of it. That's the
Yeah.
problem. It's no end. So that's what we're going to have to work on.
Yeah. Well, I had a great time. This is a good discussion. Well, this is one of the questions, right? Like what would you want if the health and longevity is customizable product, right? But I'm not sure what you would think
I
because
would like
I
to
would say
Yeah, see.
actually
see. Me too, I've got laser eye surgery.
What's your
and I
best
do not see
technology in
years.
business? Yeah, okay.
I have like vision.
Because I can't read it yet.
Oh, sorry, it's
No, I'm kidding.
Is it far enough for you?
I'd like to see more. You know, like tap into the parts of your brain. You know, like some animals that can see things we can't see. That'd be fascinating.
It's a trick question. All of the above.
all of the above.
Well, that's going to be AR, isn't it? The AR is going to project what animals see into your.
That would be cool. Do you think emotional stability and happiness would be creepy?
I think it'd be creepy. Yeah.
Like,
It's
if
very,
every,
isn't it?
you
The
know, like,
ultimate final answer is C.
Yeah. It's,
Pain-free
but
body. What
like
do you-
this is
what do
the
you-
But
drug.
pain, right?
Yeah. Like somebody drugging you to just be happy.
Yeah, it's
all the time.
unnatural.
It
If you
naturally,
don't-
I'm very skeptical about that.
Yeah, if you don't
I want to be
focus.
unhappy sometimes.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Like, would that be like,
But if you like very stably in happiness, you cannot feel that feeling.
Yeah,
Cannot think in that question. Is,
Yeah, but what if the
what is
world
pain?
awful things are happening, but we don't even have the ability to empathize or connect or care?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like when like people are dying, instead we just like
it's what makes you a good
That's
And
person.
I don't like
That's
the
why
term.
think.
I don't like the term called like
That's an
emotional
evil
stability.
Yeah, I don't like
I
it.
don't like
I would
this
rather
term.
be sharpness and to be able to feel happiness.
no, it's like the top rank your top
But,
three.
actually, it's like a small hormone, right? The C maybe is the easiest the option to achieve. I don't know, like small hormone, you directly injection and to like any machine, right?
I definitely want A and B.
Yeah, you're probably right.
And then I'm being quite shallow about D, so maybe E.
I can't see how anybody wouldn't want D.
I know, I was like, I'm really
Like-
good mind.
Can't like
Who doesn't want
just
it?
look like buff and
But
fat.
would D come in with A?
Yeah.
Or
Flexible and pain-free body.
You know, like if you've got A, don't you have everything else? You just got don't you have everything else? If you got A, then you're gonna be flexible and pain free. You already look young. You've got to look young. You can't.
yeah, let's say you already look young. So short
You're gonna be
memory.
happy.
You know, pet free is also dangerous, you know?
Oh
Don't
yeah,
follow
that'd
the
be
pain.
crazy.
It's
Yeah.
just like emotional stability, which is not existing, it's not real, not natural thing.
Yeah, because pain shows that there's something
Pain is
wrong, like if
important.
you eat something wrong or whatever, right?
I don't have a good memory or concentration, so I'm gonna have to go with B. I have a very bad memory.
Yes,
And I can't
especially for
focus.
focus. Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
I mean,
My memory's so bad. I forget I have a bad memory.
but sometimes their memory is good, easy to forget.
Exactly.
Yeah, blissful life. You know when they say about people that, like people like intelligence sometimes can be a curse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah, I
know so
always
much
repeat,
you-
like, I always
you
chant
will
myself,
do.
like, ignorance is bliss,
Ignorance is
ignorance
bliss.
is bliss.
Ignorance is bliss. Yeah.
The more you know, the more pain.
The more miserable the world can seem.
Yeah. Okay, let's be quick. It's already over time, but this is more easy, right? Genetic tech plan or is
The discipline option, completely giving up a lifestyle habit that you love, or garment, food, or following an extreme routine. So that is what people are doing right now, right? Like,
That cruise. I know it.
Sorry
Like
guys,
diet.
I'm leaving.
Thank
It's
you
still
so
past
much.
my bedtime.
Yeah.
see you soon.
Mine too, actually.
Yeah.
It's 10.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Bye.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's so much fun. I just, yeah.
It is so much fun. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
No
you.
worries.
This is really fascinating.
Just one thing though, like, please do give some feedback.
Yeah.
And also, like, you know, if we didn't talk, if there's some topic that we should talk about more, please let us know.
That's all too much. I like that much.
Yeah.
All too much.
this song name is still alive? Still alive. that's